Hello everyone and welcome to the land of llamas and wandering traders apparently. Well, it's me, Shadow Fox, and we're here today in my creative world as I recently built something over on the AP Java server and posted out a picture of it on Twitter, and there was a couple of messages saying I should do a tutorial on it. So we're going to be doing some cool things today using armor stands, which we've got here in conjunction with the armor statues data pack, which you can get by going to vanillatweaks.net. I'll leave the link down in the description below. So there's a couple of things you need to do once you've got the data pack installed and all the instructions are on the website. You need to actually enable the pack itself. So the way you do that is by doing /function as for armor stands and give. That will give you the armor stand book, which you can then use to manipulate the armor stands, and you also need to do function as enable, and that will actually allow you to start executing the commands. So here we are on the AP Java server, and this is the build I was talking about here. This is my custom dark oak tree. And you can see we've got a couple of apples hanging down from the leaves. We've got a couple of blossom flowers there. I think it's looking really cool. So I'm going to show you how you can easily do this in your own world. So once you've got the armor stand data pack enabled and you've got the statues book, you're going to want a couple of things. Armor stands. You need the items to place, so in this case we're using apples and azure bluets, so I think they look pretty good as blossom. And you need some scaffolding blocks. What you're going to do is simply build out your scaffolding blocks, place the armor stand in front of where you want the item to sit, go into your book, show arms, and this can sometimes take a second. Don't try and spam the commands, wait until the last one's finished before you try doing the next one, otherwise it's not going to work. Right click the armor stand with the item you want it to hold, and then for this there's actually a preset that we're going to use, which is item on surface, and you can see that's placing the item standing up on the bottom of the block. So we're going to make sure that gravity is disabled, because we're actually going to move this up on the y-axis a bit. So then you want to position the armor stand so that the apple is in line with the leaf block. Now it may take a bit of trial and error with this, making sure you get the directions right, but just play about with it. Let's move it that way a little bit. One trick is not to leave the items centered. Push them a bit off to the side, a little bit up. Don't leave them right there in the center, as that just looks odd. And then once you're happy with the position, you want to go to the utilities section at the back of the book, page 8 of 9, if you're using the latest version, and click lock. And what that will do is it stops you interacting with the armor stand and changing out the item or accidentally moving it, which is very handy, especially when you're using a lot of these armor stands. Now if you wanted to place it on the bottom of a block, pretty much exactly the same. You need some scaffolding blocks first. Place the armor stand under where you want the apple. And again, show arms. Right click with your apple. Item on surface. Turn gravity off. And then simply nudge it into place. And again, don't click too quickly like I did just there, because when you click into the armor stand book it actually stops the last action. So you can see we've knocked it up 1.5 blocks there, so every 8 that you nudge it is half a block in Minecraft, as each block is made up of 16 by 16 by 16 pixels. And again, we're just going to nudge it a little off to the side. so it's not centered, and remember to lock it. Perfect. Now, one thing you can also do to add a bit more realism to this is actually place some apples on the floor around your tree. So again, show arms, right click with an apple, and this time instead of item on surface we're going to pick item flat on surface. Perfect. Now what we can do is we can rotate the armor stand. Oops, too quick. See, if you do it too quickly, you get this message down the bottom here saying you cannot trigger this objective yet. So go like so, and again, we'll just nudge it in that direction a little, and lock the armor stand. And that is it for the apples. You can now place as many of those as you want around your tree until you've got it looking good. And for the blossoms, it's pretty much the same thing. So I'll demonstrate one here, just so you can see the effect. And remember, you can always place armor stands at an angle, which saves you having to rotate them later. So we'll show arms, right click with the Azure Blue it, item on surface. Now again, make sure gravity is turned off before you start trying to nudge it upwards, otherwise it is not going to work. And sometimes you do get the bugs where it goes dark. Just play about with the positioning of it and that should fix it. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to nudge that until it's just inside the block. So we'll do one further. There we go. We don't want it completely inside, otherwise it's not going to be visible. And then same on the x-axis. Again, one more. And I'm actually going to nudge that down just a little bit. There we go. And remember to lock. Always remember to lock. It's always infuriating if you don't lock it. Or if you do lock it and then want to change the position, just go back in and click unlock. You'll see it come up with a white outline. And then you can resume repositioning and reposing the armor stand like that. As I said, the reason why you lock it is because it can be very easy sometimes, if I can find it, to do that and accidentally end up with your armor stand book attached to your armor stand, or you can end up accidentally moving the wrong ones. Because if that happens, just make sure to right click the armor stand again and with another item and you'll get your book back. There we go. So again, you can continue that, do that all the way around your tree until you're happy with how it looks. Now, you might have been wondering what the other items in my inventory are for. Now, these are other items that I've used on trees before, and I think they look pretty cool. So I'm going to show you a couple here. So we'll do the sunflower first. Sunflower works exactly like the Azure Bluet. You can place it up against your tree like that to create flowers in your trees. I mean, it could even be a lemon or an orange, it's up to you really, but either way it looks really cool. And the alliums, I think, kind of look like plums. So you can see I've placed a couple on this oak tree here to demonstrate it, and it looks really cool. I really like the purple with the green. To do this, though, it's a little bit different, so I'm going to show you that one here. So what you want to do is place your armor stand down, and I'm placing it 2 in front. The reason being is we're going to swing the arm backwards into this block here. Now if you do that 1 in front, like so, then the arm's going to go back into the block behind it and you won't be able to see your plum. So do it 2 in front, show arms, and then give it the allium. Now with this one, what you need to do is you need to turn gravity off as always, but then make sure the stand is not visible. And again, we've done that too quick. There we go. And then you need to go to the pose adjustment, and it's the right arm has the allium, and you just want to click -X on that. Again, don't spam it too quickly, I keep forgetting my own advice. And just do that until the allium is upside down. You can see we've gone a little too far there, so we're going to go back in and +X. That's about as straight as we're going to get it. Do your usual adjustments. Try and not click the armor stand book in to the stand again. And again, it's the only problem with these things. When they're not visible, it's very difficult to know where the stand actually is. Okay, and we'll move that across one more, down a bit on the y-axis. And there we go. Now if you want, god damn it, give me that back. You can also rotate the right arm on the z-axis a little bit just to change its direction. And then make sure to lock the armor stand. And there you have a plum. Other items you could try this with are berries. Of course, these would look quite cool just on a bush as well as a tree. Golden apples, if you've got plenty of gold lying around. These kind of look like apples aren't quite ripe yet, or maybe they're oh, what are they called? Is it golden delicious? Yeah, golden delicious apples, that's it. Mushrooms could work. Or if you're going for a fantasy setting, maybe even a cookie tree, or a pie tree, or a cake tree, you know. All those kind of amazing trees, which would be absolutely awesome if they actually existed. Well, I hope this tutorial has given you some ideas on how you can spruce up your Minecraft trees using the Armor Stand data pack. No pun intended there. And I'm sure you can come up with some other items you can use to do this. If you do, let me know down in the comment section below. But if you like the tutorial, smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next video.